Hi guys, welcome back to Yaya's Craft House. So today I just got done filming a short with the My Mini Baby, and I really want to make some more My Mini Baby accessories. I have this stroller that came with a Barbie set, and I just popped the purple little stroller seat out, and I want to turn it into a pram. I was going to take this pink tray out too, but I think I'll leave it because the pram can actually kind of sit on top of it. So I am taking a strip of foam board and I'm going to bend it going across the whole length of the foam board so that it can bend and curve to make the pram shape. When I initially filmed this one was too big. I would say maybe ½ an inch is tall enough. So once I got the shape I wanted, I made sure it fit and I glued the foam board together to create the shape for the pram. Once it was glued together, I laid it on foam board and traced out the bottom and cut it out and glued it inside. Once I had the bottom glued in, I had this black piece of material. I got it with the felt from Hobby Lobby. I'm actually going to use the back side of it, mainly because everything I own is covered in cat hair, including this little material. So I'm going to use the back of it, which gives it kind of a more of a like professional finish, I think. Here it is after I covered it. I'm not going to lie, it was giving casket vibes at this point to me. And then I'm going to make a top for the pram, like a little umbrella cover. And I cut a strip of a thin box and I did the same bending technique so it could curve. And then I just cut little slits at the end and kind of folded them together to create the shape. I went back and covered it with the same black material. Was a little bit of hot glue on the side, so I just cut a strip and glued it on to kind of cover that and trim it out. I got this little headband at the Dollar Tree and I thought it would make the perfect little romper for our little baby. I cut a piece off, taking the elastic out, and just kind of laid the baby on it to measure to see how long it needed to be. Had some little lace options and I thought that would be so cute, like around the neck. I did not end up using it. It was way too big and I did not like the way it looked. I picked out some thread that almost perfectly matched. And I used a marker and kind of traced around the baby, stretching out the baby's limbs just to, make sure it was long enough. One thing I forgot to film is this is kind of a loop of material, so you do want to cut the sides, or when you put it on the baby, the arms aren't going to have an opening unless you want them to stay closed, but I did cut. Here it is after I drew it. And here it is after I sewed and put it on the baby. I put the little bib on with the outfit and I just love it so much. I did decide she needed a little head bow, so I cut a thin strip of the material, kind of folded it in half, and then used a smaller strip and just kind of made a knot at the front. Once I pulled the knot good and tight, I trimmed off the ends and I cut them at like a diagonal so they'd have that cute knot look. Here's the baby all dressed. I think it's a really cute little outfit, and if I put her in her pram and she's ready for her day out. Next, I really wanted to make a little like pouch holder to go on the front of the stroller. I cut a rectangle out of this gray and white material, and I hot glued the edges down just so they would not be frayed. Then I folded up and made a loop in the material and then glued the two sides down, leaving the middle open. And then I used some hot glue to attach it to the stroller. And now when the mom's out for a walk, she can put her drink there or her phone. I also took some netting and glued it on the bottom of the stroller just to have a little net area to put like the diaper bag or her purse. Oh, real quick, I found that if you cut a wide strip of the headband, it works perfectly as a skirt for the mom. Next, I have this table from I think it's from a Miniverse, and I want to make a little like floor mat play area for the baby. So I took a paper clip and tried to straighten it out and then made it into a little arch. And I am going to take my X-Acto knife and make little holes in the little white table so that it can stand on its own. I took a marker and just kind of marked the bottom so that I could see where the holes needed to be. And then I just used my X-Acto knife in kind of a circular motion. This plastic's pretty thin. It was pretty easy to break through. Here it is with the paper clip in it, but I do want to cover it in some material, and I'm going to use this white fuzzy material first to kind of make a little padding. And I'm just going to hot glue it on and cut the edges real neat, and then I'm going to use this rainbow to cover it. After I hot glued the white fabric on, I just went around the edges and cut it real neat. So I didn't want a lot overhanging under the bottom because I wanted it to sit pretty flat. After I got the white layer on, I took my X-Acto knife and poked holes through it in the same spot. That way it would be easier to find the holes later. I then covered it in the rainbow material in pretty much the same fashion. I cut out a circle of pink felt and I'm going to cover the bottom in it. Now I did not go ahead and glue my top on first, and you probably should because I did have a little trouble finding the holes. Once that was done, I kind of just felt around the edges. You could kind of feel them, and went ahead and poked holes in the top material. To cover the paper clip, I'm going to use this pink felt, and I just used a straw to kind of help me get it glued in like a circular motion, and then I just stuck the paper clip through there and glued it on. Initially, I thought I would glue like little dangly things on, but for now I'm just going to leave mine plain. I wanted to create some art for like a baby nursery, so I took some white cardstock. I cut it down into a rectangle, and then I cut it into 2 pieces. I then cut some shapes out of paper and like a little design, and I decided I didn't want two just the same. So I ended up cutting out some different shapes, making a little flower on one. After these were done, I just hot glued them onto foam board and then covered the edges with wooden coffee stirrers. Alright guys, thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please hit the thumbs up below and subscribe for more videos, and I'll see you back here soon.